Hey nerds, Bevan here. Welcome back to my channel. One of my pre-orders I've been talking about for months finally came in, so that's pretty cool. I went to the comic book store yesterday just to get my comic books, and they're like, hey, look what showed up for you. So that was a thing I had to pay for yesterday. In case you can't tell by the box, which you should be able to, it is a Mezco figure. It is Magneto. It is the exclusive. It is Magneto in white. So this matches his run from Michael Bendis's Uncanny X-Men, where Cyclops and his team are feuding with Wolverine and Kitty Pryde and their team. And this was the look Magneto had in those comics. Here's volume 2 of the trade paperback that you can see there. So there he is in his white fighting Cyclops. So we are going to open this up here today, and we are going to check out Mezco Magneto in white. Okay, so first off, this was a much cheaper figure than I anticipated it being. It was $107.99 Canadian, which I thought was cheaper than I expected it to be, because when I got my Batman earlier in the year, he was $110 and he wasn't an exclusive. However, Batman, based on the back of this box anyway, Batman came with a lot more accessories. This is a tin box. I'm not sure if that's an exclusive thing or a Marvel thing or an X-Men thing or anything like that. Batman did not come in a box like this. He came in a cardboard box with the plastic window, but this is all tin. And then on the back here, we have the figure and what I think are all of his accessories. We have a few different hands here, a couple different power effects, and his display stand and alternate unmasked head. So I know the box only opens from the bottom because it's on a hinge here. This doesn't come off at all, which is, it is what it is. We have a piece of sheet and the 112 Collective welcoming letter right there. And there is the figure in package. So yeah, just a few extra hands, some extra power effects, and the alternate head. So that's all he's got for accessories. Batman had batarangs and a flight stand and all that kind of stuff. He might have a flight stand, I'm not sure, but we will get to it. Okay, so check out the plastic. The tin is now empty. The tin though, like, is that a cool display piece? Comment below, let me know if you think this could like be on display of just like the X symbol. It looks pretty good, but who knows? Okay, so there's a few layers of plastic. We'll take the bottom out first. Okay, so I was incorrect. He does have a flight stand here to go with his X-Men logo display stand. This is the Mezco baggie for all the extra accessories, which I don't really even take out of the package. Okay, so we got the figure out. I'm gonna do a closer up video here in a minute, but I just wanna take everything out first. The figure is great. If you're not familiar with Mezco, they do soft goods all through. So like he's wearing a spandex suit. It's not sculpted plastic. He's got a faux leather cape, which is pretty awesome. There is some wire in it here for a little bit of posability, which we'll look at closer later. The white is super clean. I love the design of the costume, which again, we'll do close-ups, you'll check that out. But he is friggin' fantastic. And yeah, the articulation is great. Very similar to the Batman figure I had and never reviewed on the channel, so I don't know why I keep bringing him up. And he's got the power effects here. I think it's just time to bring the camera a little closer here and check out the figure in some close-ups. Okay, so we are set up here. Just for fun, I have the Kotobukiya Magneto from that same kind of era. You can see the costumes are very similar. They do have this statue in a white version, which I always thought was way better. So when this action figure became available, I had to pre-order it and have it in my collection because, let's face it, in the white, Magneto looks just like a goddamn Power Ranger. Okay, so let's take a look at these accessories here. These are really fun. These plug in for his hands here. And there they go, focus. And they're like energy power effects, and they are actually magnets. So they can stick together there. Do I have anything metal in here? Let's see. It's not a very strong magnet. There is obviously some magnetic charge, but nothing too strong. So we have those. We have this one here as well, which again plugs in as a hand and is like a cyclone, which is dismantling a gun and all its bullets down there. That's a super cool effect. I'm for sure going to have that one as part of the display. And then we just have some basic hands up here, and this is the alternate head, which looks pretty good. You do get a bit of a vibe of like Ian McKellen from the movies a little bit. But yeah, it's pretty good. However, let's see. Yeah, so there's your two heads. I like the masked one more, also because like he's smirking. It's not just him frowning. It's a bit more emotion there, so I do like the masked head more. So that is Magneto, and like I said, he's got the faux leather cape with the wires for a little bit of posing. I'll have to play around with it and see what we can figure out. Let's get the flight stand out here. Here is the display stand there with the X. You do have this nub right there if you just want him standing on it, or you can plug in the flight stand here. And while I'm getting this set up, make sure you comment below. Let me know your favorite X-Men villain. Mine, Magneto's pretty close, but my favorite X-villain is actually Juggernaut. And if Mezco ever makes a Juggernaut figure, you damn well better believe I will be purchasing that one. Okay, so we've got the flight stand pieced together here. Let's get Magneto on it. And we'll have to adjust the camera a little bit here. Back out and raise it up. Okay, this might be as high as it can go. Oops, fix that. Yeah, so unfortunately as far back as I can go, but he does look great floating off the ground like that. This figure, guys, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, we'll try to figure something out with the cape and try to make it look good. But overall, let's do some close-ups here. Yeah, look at the detail in the face there is awesome. He's got different textures on the costume all the way down. He's got the plastic gauntlets and gloves, his plastic belt, his boots there. There is some sculpting on the boots. We'll get the cape out of there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, if it focus. That strap right there kind of inhibits the ankle joint a little bit on both feet. But that's a pretty minor thing. It's not a play toy, it's a collectible. You're gonna get it in the pose you want, and it's gonna stay there for a very long time. Okay, and the last thing we'll do is some comparison shots with some other toys. So first off, we have SH Figuarts Ray, which looks to be pretty in scale. These figures are very close to the 6-inch scale, true 6-inch. And then I have Bret Hart from the WWE Elite line. Now, he looks quite a bit taller on camera. If I put him right next, yeah, he's quite a bit taller. I always thought these guys were pretty close to being true 6-inch, but I think they're more 6.5 to 7. And then who else? I got NECA Movie Leonardo here, who, yeah, that's a 7-inch figure right there. Oh, bring him closer into the shot so you can see him. And then we'll take these two out and we'll throw in a DC multiverse figure from McFarlane, Curse of the White Knight Batman, Leonardo there. So he fits in very well with the 6-inch figures, the Black Series and the Marvel Legends. The bigger figures, like your DC and your NECA, not as much. I mean, he's not crazy out of place next to Batman, so you just have to like imagine Magneto being shorter, that's all. But they actually, if you put these two figures together by themselves, they don't seem super out of place with each other at all, really. Because, you know, like Magneto, he's not known for his size. His intimidation comes from his power, his magnetic control of the world. You know, he's not a physical brute like a Juggernaut or a Bane in the case of the Batman universe. So I think you could display him with your McFarlane figures if you so chose. But overall, guys, that is the PX exclusive Mezco Magneto in white. And guys, I friggin' love this figure. I am so stoked. I had kind of regretted pre-ordering it. I even tried to cancel my pre-order through my local comic shop, and they told me I couldn't. And I'm thankful for that because this figure is amazing. And honestly, I'm looking at it through the camera. My iPhone is not doing this figure justice at all. So I'm going to steal my girlfriend's iPhone. I'm going to take some really awesome pictures of him and post it on Instagram at BevanBoychuk, so make sure you go follow me there. If you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you really like the video. And then I will see you in my next video, which will be all about the DC Multiverse figures. So make sure you subscribe for that and stay tuned. And until next time, folks, I'll see you next time, folks.